Hey hotshots, Jess with Emotional Fire Academy, streaming live on Facebook for the first time in like forever. I don't think I've done this for at least a year and a half. Anyways, I'm typically on YouTube, so here's a little change up today. We're going to talk about how to handle rejection like a boss. Like a boss. I'm really excited to announce the Flammable to Fireproof program is opening tomorrow. This program is the bomb. This program, if you're a highly sensitive person, will help you completely reprogram yourself so that you don't feel overwhelmed, you don't overthink anymore, you don't feel taken down by emotion, so you can feel good every day and rock life like a balla. So, again, if you're HSP, that's great. This video is going to help you too, how to handle rejection like a boss. This is kind of a fun thing that I've been working on myself in the last few months, and you can do this really fast. Like, you can go from reacting to rejection to not reacting, like super quickly. Because really, when you react to rejection, when a rejection happens in your life, it's essentially a trauma response, right? We have this automatic sensation that comes up. We're like, oh, I've been rejected. It's like characterized by the three sides of the emotional fire triangle. So you got the feeling. The feeling's the first thing, that like smallness, contraction, like it feels physically icky. The second thing, you start the thoughts. The thoughts start, right, of you're either fighting in your head with this person, like, why did you do this to me? Or to the job that got rejected you, like, why didn't you take me? I was a perfect candidate. You find yourself like engaged in this imaginary like argument against the rejection. You'll just do it subconsciously. You don't even notice it. Or you start really yearning for this, like yearning for this opportunity, yearning for this person that rejected you, like really wanting to be with them, really wanting to see them, and for things to be normal again. And then the thoughts, so those thoughts and feelings then feed into the belief of, I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough. I was just rejected. The world rejected me just now. A friend rejected me. A job rejected me. Whoever, a family member, somebody rejected me, and now I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough. So it feeds into that belief. So what we don't want to do is let those three things get activated, because that's the reaction. You know, when the three sides get activated, that is the reaction we're having, and then it gives the rejection realness. What do I mean by realness? We've assigned meaning to it, and we're directing our attention towards it. We're focusing on it. So when we want to handle a rejection like a baller, like a boss, be like, ain't no thing. I'm doing what I'm doing, and I don't need your yes. I don't need your yes to say yes to myself. So when we want to start reprogramming this, what do? There's a specific, again, we go back to the three sides of the emotional fire triangle, and we do something different. We do something different. Instead of letting that trauma response run on autopilot, where we just feel like we're not good enough all over again, and it's on autopilot. So we want to take it off autopilot, put it on conscious control. We got to get our mind involved. We have to put some energy behind this. Get it back into the conscious realm so we can reshape it, and then it can go unconscious again. Once it becomes habitual, it's unconscious again, it'll run on its own. Because really, if you believed you had a lot of options, if you really believed you had a lot of options in life, would that rejection mean anything? No. If you had a bunch of clients, would that one client rejecting you mean anything? No. If you had a bunch of suitors, would that one person rejecting you mean anything? Maybe, but what if they were really better suitors than the one that rejected you? Then no, it really doesn't matter. You haven't lost anything, right? It's a sense of loss. So if you know that you never lose anything because of what you see in the outside world, you're not gonna react to it that way. So taking the power back from that rejection. That's what we want to start to do. So what are the three things? Quickly. So we go to the language. When the rejection happens, the first thing we do, this doesn't mean anything. We don't feed into it with our language. So we don't fight with this person in our head. We don't resist in our head with our thoughts. This doesn't mean anything. We don't add meaning to it with our thoughts. So we don't think about it, we don't engage in it, we're not analyzing it, we're not doing all those things we do with our thoughts to give it meaning. We're not telling a story about it, we're not complaining about it. We're just like, this doesn't mean anything. And it feels like a step back in your thoughts. A step back in your thoughts. Just, you can literally say in your own head, this doesn't mean anything. This doesn't mean anything, this rejection. So we take a step back physically in our body. So we don't sometimes realize that that rejection, the thing that we wanted that has now rejected us, we wanted it for a reason. We wanted it to feel a certain way in our body, right? We wanted the partner to love us because we wanted to feel love. We wanted the job to accept us because we wanted to feel important and worthy in the world and functional, and like we had skills and abilities that were recognized, we got compensated for. So what were we, if you recognize, like, what was I using that anticipated yes, that I thought I was going to get a yes, what was I using that event to, what kind of feeling state was I trying to create in my own body? So, and knowing that I can create that regardless of, since I got the rejection, I'll go create that for myself. So I want to feel love. This person, my lover rejected me, my boyfriend, husband, friend, partner, whoever. I want to go feel love in myself, and I can self-generate that. They don't need to be present for me to think about that. I can go do something else I love. I can go spend time with friends. I can sit and meditate and really feel love within myself without that person. You can do these things on your own. So you can get the desired feeling state without needing that outcome. Create it for yourself. That will, again, give you another step back where you're like, okay, I know this doesn't mean anything, this rejection. I'm creating the sensation I was trying to get from that thing by doing it for myself, making it for myself, inside myself. And then we also want to, okay, so we've done the two sides, so we want to get the bottom of the fire triangle, the emotional fire triangle. So we want to believe that we're worthy and deserving. We don't want to frame this rejection that we're unworthy or not deserving or anything else like that. We want to believe that we are worthy and deserving and that opportunities are abundant, that we get everything that we want. So we don't want to, use this rejection as evidence in the pile that I don't get what I want. I don't, no, it has nothing to do with us. It's that person lost out, that job lost out, that opportunity lost out, that whoever it was that rejected, whatever organization rejected, it's their loss. It has nothing to do with me. I am worthy and deserving. And so what are the 3 steps? This doesn't mean anything in our thoughts. We're not going to add to it with our thoughts. Physically, we're going to create the sensation that we wanted to feel. And then we're going to really bolster that belief. I am totally worthy and deserving. I'm totally worthy and deserving. And those 3 things will help you detach from this rejection to the point of the reaction when you start practicing them consistently with rejections. Rejections won't be such a big thing in your life. This essentially frees you from rejection because you're just like, ain't no thing. Like, just because somebody said no to me here there's no sense of loss anymore within yourself. So this is a great way to reprogram yourself, how to handle rejections like a boss. Go ahead and rewatch this video if you want to learn the 3-step process. Thank you to the people who caught this live. And don't miss the Flammable to Fireproof training tomorrow. It is opening for a week. It's going to be 60% off full price because this is our first go. I'm so excited. And if you're a highly sensitive person, it's really going to help you a lot. This is taking you through the same process I did to extricate myself and not be a HSP anymore. So thanks for watching. Check you guys later. Bye.